Hello everybody, Cern the Dog here, just making sure I'm recording, and welcome to Slunger 9. So, I'm kind of behind on schedule, because this video was meant to come out at 7 p.m, and now it's 7:40, and I'm only just recording, but unfortunately, I had to do some things in the world known as real life, somewhere that these contestants will never get to see again. Anyways, before we begin, in case you don't know, to sign up for Slunger, you actually need to answer a Google form. And on that form, I had a question. And the question involved waking up in a room with 5 bottles. And you have to drink one of these bottles to survive. And 4 of them are poisonous. If you don't drink any, you'll drop onto into the floor below and die. And the choices are a conical flask with a clear liquid, a lavender-scented soapy liquid inside of a vase, a half-empty bottle of chocolate milk, a wine glass with the world's best 3.5% milk, or that one girl's really long Starbucks order. Anyways, this was a hypothetical question that had nothing to do with the competition, but I managed to use a professional AI to answer which is the most likely to be safe. And in order, the least safe is the Starbucks order, second least safe is the lavender vase, middle choice is the chocolate milk, second safest is the wine glass, and the safest is the diamond flask. So for all the people who picked the Starbucks order, you're basically guaranteed dead. And if you're not, you're very lucky. So, now, let's begin by going over who is going to be fighting for the prize of Heavy Spear this time. Anyways, first we have Evil Flower. So I have a bit to explain about Evil Flower. As you might know, last episode, Evil Flower was a replacement for Flower, who was in a coma. Well, Flower is dead, and when Flower died, Evil Flower also died. But despite Evil Flower not having a heartbeat, they are still able to participate in the competition. We don't know how, but somehow when we put them into the competition, they were still able to move around, despite actually being dead. So, like, Evil Flower is dead, but also not dead at the same time. So I guess that makes them Evil Dead Flower, Dead Evil Flower, I don't know. And Kuvi in District 1. Then we have Dyson and Sun in District 2. Batbox and Tourist in District 3. Asmo and Haha Munker in District 4. Mid and Sylph in District 5. Anub and Me in District 6, Scripted and Potato in District 7, and in case you guys don't know, Potato is guaranteed to not win. In District 8, we have the best ship, and probably the only ship in all of Hunger Games, which is Chris and Scat4. Actually, not the only one, we also have, like, Anime Survivor and Anime Monk. District 9, we have Shiny and Sub. District 10, we have Gel and Fry. District 11, Iron and Rollipede. District 12, Uni and Rudy. District 13, Bestma and Fanov. District 14, Juice and Diana. District 15, Carlander and Logan ISL. District 16, Firework and Sprinkles. District 17, Vibin and Green Lizard. District 18, Colossus and Skinwalker. District 19, Duck and Moth. District 20, Toaster and Twink. District 21, Sin? Kin? I don't know. Is it Sin? Is it like the C pronounced like a S? I'm assuming it's not Kin. Whatever, I'll just say Sin. And person that eat cheese. Let's just call him Cheese because that's too long. District 22, we have the one and only Ostel. Let's hope he doesn't die first. And Beekeeper. Honestly, I love how these two profile pictures are so similar. Despite them, like, yeah. District 23, we have Pencil and Purple. District 24, we have Bird Science and Neo. District 25, Ultizuru and Aben. District 26, we have Pepsi and Moonlight. And in District 27, we have Vessel and Shade. And finally, District 28, we have Max and Kokau. This is not a spelling mistake. This name is pronounced Kokau. So yeah, pronounce it correctly. Then for the NPCs, you have Not Nice Survivor and Not Nice Monk, Survivor, Monk, Hunter, Artificer, Gourmand, Rivulet, Spearmaster, Saint, Nightcat, Inv, Anime Survivor, Anime Monk, Engineer Cat, 3D Cat, Slug Cat and Hat, and Gun Cat. So, let's proceed. Bloodbath. As the tributes wake up in their shelter, the horn sounds. Logan ISL runs away from the cornucopia. Artificer grabs the centipede shield. Sons avoids local creatures. Scripted flashbangs Kokau and tries to kill him, but Kokau escapes. Twink runs away from the cornucopia. Fry runs away from the cornucopia. Bird Signs picks up spear from the ground. Anim watches an overseer's hints. Ostel runs away from the cornucopia. Colossus runs away from the cornucopia. Duck runs away from the cornucopia. Vibin steps off his podium too soon and blows up. We have just begun, and one of the OG members is already dead. Rest in peace, Vibin. You're one of the only people to be in every slunger and also never win. So, rest in peace. Or, like, never win a prize. I'm pretty sure. Just like Anub. I don't think they ever won a prize. Dyson runs away from the cornucopia. Sin runs away from the cornucopia. Batbox watches the situation from above while hanging onto a grappling worm. Evil Flower runs away from the cornucopia. Monker avoids local creatures. Anime Monk grabs the centipede shield. Im runs away from the cornucopia. Max flashbangs Hunter and tries to kill him. Hunter couldn't escape. Another death. We just began and already 2 people dead. Vibin, rest in peace, and Hunter, who we don't really care about because they're just an NPC. Asmo runs away from the cornucopia. Sylph runs away from the cornucopia. Survivor and Skinwalker fight for a Batfly. Survivor gives up and retreats. Scav 4 falls into a frozen lake and drowns. We just began and Hunter, Scav 4, rest in peace, and Vibin are already dead. Jesus Christ. And I don't even have low death. I have low death rate turned on. So why is it like this? I literally have low death rate. Rudy was grabbed by a pole plant, but Pencil managed to save him. Nightcat runs away from the cornucopia. Guncat was grabbed by a purple lizard, but Not Nice Survivor managed to save him. Mid takes a handful of throwing rocks. Kuvi rips a spear out of Slowcat and Hat's hands. Cheese runs away from the cornucopia. Vessel runs away from the cornucopia. I run away from the cornucopia. Sprinkles gets dragged down into the water by leeches while swimming, but gets saved by a random snail. Purple flashbangs Juice and tries to kill him. Juice couldn't escape. 4 deaths. Wait a second. Do I really have I'm pretty sure I have low death rate turned on, right? Whatever. Let's just continue for now. Maybe it's just the first day. Carlander escaped from the Orange Lizard Gang without dying. Shade runs away from the cornucopia. Rollipede runs away from the cornucopia. Fanoff successfully tamed a hungry lizard. Potato runs away from the cornucopia. Chris rips a spear out of Beekeeper's hands. Toaster stays in the arena for resources. Abin runs away from the cornucopia. Not Nice Monk almost falls in the void, but Saint catches him. Monk couldn't find the difference between a pole and a pole plant. 5 dead. 5 dead. Neo runs away from the cornucopia. Moonlight stays in the arena for resources. Taurus runs away from the cornucopia. Moth gets dragged down into the water by leeches while swimming, but gets saved by a random snail. Yeah, I don't know. Did I accidentally get the wrong mode or something? Uni ran off since he didn't care. Green Lizard uses a flashbang to distract Rivual and escapes. Best Mat survives a huge lag spike. 3D Cat runs away from the cornucopia. Firework Confetti watches the situation from above while hanging onto a grappling worm. Actually, I know what I can do. We're gonna duplicate, and then we're gonna go up, we're gonna go to here, and we're gonna check settings. Do I have the right settings turned on? Yeah, no, I have low death rate. Why are there so much deaths? I think 5 people just died in the bloodbath. Ulti uses a flashbang to distract Subtant and escapes. Mother Diana runs away from the cornucopia. Pepsi runs away from the cornucopia. Iron finds a grenade. Shiny Wi-Fi gets dragged down into the water by leeches while swimming, but gets saved by a random snail. Anime Survivor rips a spear out of Engineer Cat's hands. Spearmaster puts on a vulture mask. Gormand gets dragged down into the water by leeches while swimming, but gets saved by a random snail. And Gel runs away from the cornucopia. Okay, day 1. Hopefully we won't just have 5 more deaths. Mother Diana receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Subtant tries to spearfish with a trident. Monker diverts Skinwalker's attention and runs away. Gormand flashbangs Vessel and tries to kill them, but Vessel escapes. Survivor gave some het pats to a friendly lizard. Guncat fell off a pole but was saved by the god of physics. Fanov is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Sprinkles questions her sanity. Abin's trap kills Bestmat. Yet again, another death. Bird Signs tries to sleep through the entire day. Toaster injures himself. Evil Flower scares Ulti-Zero with a vulture mask. Potato travels to higher grounds. Spearmaster is pricked by beehive bees while picking berries. Scripted overhears Not Nice Survivor and Stern the dog talking in the distance. Shiny Wi-Fi sees smoke rising in the distance but decides not to investigate. Logan ISL defeats Sylph in a fight but spares their life. Pencil searches for a water source. Harlander sprains his ankle while running away from Taurus. Pepsi attacks Miderator, but he manages to escape. Rolipede chases Chris. Cocow receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Slugcat and Hat is teasing Wormgrass. Anime Monk diverts Rivulet's attention and runs away. Colossus screams out loud. Shade gets dragged into the water by leeches while swimming, but gets saved by a random snail. Moonlight goes hunting. Engineer Cat hunts for other tributes. Duck flashbangs Cheese and tries to kill them, but Cheese escapes. Batbox screams out loud. Ostel asks Rudy for food, but he doesn't give any. Saint brings Max to him to say hello. Max almost kills him after. Not a Nice Monk chases Purple. Uni almost falls in the void, but Annam catches him. Fry replied okay to a message on Discord. Moth, Asmo, Dyson, and Artificer raid Twink's shelter while he is hunting. Sin thinks about home. 3D Cat tries to spearfish with a spear. Neo fishes. Green Lizard stays with a friendly lizard for protection. Fireworks scares Suns with a vulture mask. Gel brings Nightcat to him to say hello. Nightcat almost kills him after. How aggressive. Iron discovers a cave. Kuvi collects fruit from a tree. Anime Survivor discovers a river. Imp swims in a lake. And Beekeeper hopped on Rain Escape. So, 6 deaths. Vibin, rest in peace. Hunter, Scaff 4, rest in peace. Juice, Monk, and Best Map. So, if we see here, we have District 8, Chris is on his own. Same with District 13 and District 14, Mother Diana also on their own. District 17, rest in peace Vibin, one of the lizard gang has indeed died. And also, only 2 NPCs, which is sad, because as we know, we don't want NPCs to win. Nobody wants NPCs to win. So, Shiny Wi-Fi begs for Scripted to kill them. They refuse, keeping Shiny Wi-Fi alive. Spearmaster sets up camp for the night. Pencil stays awake all night. Cernadog is awoken by nightmares. Sprinkles begs for Saint to kill her. He refuses, keeping Sprinkles alive. Anime Survivor finds a stick and pretends that it's a magical wand. Mother Diana scares Mid with a vulture mask. Potato begs for Pepsi to kill him. They refuse, keeping Potato alive. Not Nice Monk uses a flashbang to distract Moonlight and escapes. Max is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Logan ISL goes to sleep. Evil Flower is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Engineer Cat regrets joining Diana's server. Sin thinks about winning. Cocow sleeps in a shelter. Asmo passes out from exhaustion. Ostel and Kuvi run into each other and decide to truce for the night. Tourist scares Slugcat and Hat with a vulture mask. Gel tends to his wounds. Anime Monk tries to treat his infection. Not Nice Survivor is awoken by nightmares. Carlander dies from thirst. I guess the car didn't have enough engine power. Abin quietly hums. Skinwalker attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. Colossus cries himself to sleep. Twink reached Howling Cliff. Wait, wrong game. Iron almost falls in the void, but Rolipede catches them. 3D Cat uses a flashbang to distract Fry and escapes. Sun goes to sleep. Survivor stays awake all night. Vessel looks at the night sky. Batbox tends to his wounds. Sylph thinks about winning. Fanoff cooks his food before putting his fire out. Purple sets up camp for the night. Ulti Zero destroys Shade's supplies while he is asleep. Rudy thinks about winning. Chris flashbangs Guncat and tries to kill them, but Guncat escapes. Toaster attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. Neo gets dragged down into the water by leeches while swimming but gets saved by a random snail. Monker starts a fire. Nightcat cooks his food before putting his fire out. Gormon climbs a tree to rest. Artificer is awoken by nightmares. Inf passes out from exhaustion. Green Lizard tortures themselves by listening to 1 hour Rainworld ASMR. Why can't I actually see him doing that? Anab thinks about home. Sob receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Bird Science receives fresh fruit from an unknown sponsor. Rivulet convinced a friendly lizard to snuggle with them. Dyson tends to his wounds. Beekeeper begs for Cheese to kill him. He refuses, keeping Beekeeper alive. Uni receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Firework flashbangs Duck and tries to kill them, but Duck escapes. And Moth died to Vigilante Septum. No, rest in peace. Should have spoke to freaking Ironino or something. Day 2. Skinwalker is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Cocow betrayed tourists, stabbing them with a spear. Kuvi is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Ostel asks Cernadog for food, but she doesn't give any. Duck stalks Abin. Anime Monk gets tricked by a fake auction that Firework made. By the way, if you haven't watched Slunger before, I am female commentator Cernadog. Please refer to me as that and not as a male commentator, because I am not a male commentator and that is my incorrect title. Cheese pinged everyone. Green Lizard fell off a pole but was saved by the god of physics. How lucky. Batbox sees smoke rising in the distance but decides not to investigate. Not Nice Monk swims in a lake. Shade discovers a cave. Rivulet collects fruit from a tree. Sprinkles uses a flashbang to distract Chris and escapes. Anna discovers a cave. Rudy almost falls in the void, but Gorman catches him. Fanov defeats 3D Cat in a fight but spares his life. Colossus uses a flashbang to distract Silk Cat and Hat and escapes. Pencil and Toaster decide to watch Skibbity Toilet together. Guys, what one is your favorite? Okay, I'm not gonna say the whole thing, even though at one point I did know it. Dyson swims in the lake. Nightcat diverts Sun's attention and runs away. Oh god. These are meant to be player instead of person, aren't they? Oh god. So, just pretend that these people are participating in the event. So yeah, what happened is when doing events, you're supposed to put in player, but I did person instead. So I think that messed it up. So, Uni, Beekeeper. So Uni gets trapped in a castle full of orange lizards, but Beekeeper, Anime Survivor, and Potato comes to save them. Purple falls into a pit of wormgrass and dies. Rest in peace, Purple. Max overhears Spearmaster and Shiny Wi-Fi talking in the distance. Survivor questions his sanity. Rollipede was grabbed by a pole plant, but Moonlight managed to save him. Scripted practices their aim. Artificer receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Evil Flower constructs a shack. Sylph tries to spearfish with a spear. Im reached Howling Cliff. Wait, wrong game. Saint receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Fry visited a parallel universe where Slunger Games doesn't exist. They then got scared of what was happening and returned over to here, which is the correct choice to make. Oh my god, what are all these stupid mistakes I was making? Why did I put a space there? Okay, frick, who was that? I'm sorry, whoever this was found the eek and decided to keep it as a pet. I love making really stupid mistakes. Hopefully it's just those two. Logan ISL receives a Whopper from an unknown sponsor. Neo, Asmo, Bunker, and Pepsi won a battle against the Orange Lizard Gang and survived. Bird Science uses a flashbang to distract Vessel and escapes. Miderator receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Hopefully that didn't happen for the final event. Sin receives a Whopper from an unknown sponsor. Gel is pricked by beehive bees while picking berries. Guncat camouflages himself in the bushes. Not Nice Survivor fishes. Mother Diana tries to spearfish with a trident. Ulti Zero almost falls in the void, but Engineer Cat catches her. And Twink scares Iron with a vulture mask. 4 dead. Carlander, who went kaboom, Moth, Tourist, and Purple. So we see here, Batbox is on his own. Same with Chris. Diana Fanov is on their own. Logan ISL. Green Lizard. Duck is on their own. Pencil. Purple has 1 kill. These two both have 1 kill. Here Survivor is on their own. And so is Artificer. So yeah, not much has happened yet, but like it's only the beginning. Night 2. Suns and Colossus run into each other and decide to truce for the night. Rudy receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Sylph bleeds out due to untreated injuries. Twink reached Howling Cliff. Wait, wrong game. Cocoa is awoken by nightmares. Pepsi receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Miderator tortures themselves by listening to 1 hour Rainworld ASMR. Honestly, they would do that just to support Potato. Anime Survivor tries to sing himself to sleep. Neo finds a stick and pretends that it's a magical wand. 3D Cat starts a fire. Firework defeats Max in a fight but spares his life. Batbox tortures themselves by listening to 1 hour Rainworld ASMR. Anup couldn't see the drop wig. Scripted throws a spear in but misses and kills Sprinkles instead. Rest in peace. Yet again, another lizard has died. Rest in peace. Gel tends to his wounds. Logan ISL gets dragged down into the water by leeches while swimming but gets saved by a random snail. Duck finds a stick and pretends that it's a magical wand. Toaster visits the Shoreline Cafe. Oh yeah, the Shoreline Cafe is a thing, isn't it now? Well, welcome back, Toaster. Dyson tries to sing himself to sleep. Bird Science begs for Survivor to kill them. He refuses, keeping Bird Science alive. Gorman quietly hums. Cheese sets up camp for the night. Moonlight stays awake all night. Gunkai is awoken by nightmares. Mother Diana reached Howling Cliff. Wait, wrong game. Skinwalker screams for help. Kuvi quietly hums. Vessel tries to sing himself to sleep. Pencil tries to treat his infection. Uni crimes himself to sleep. Iron visits the Shoreline Cafe. Is it visits the Shoreline Cafe, or is it works at the Shoreline Cafe? What type of cafe is it? Because I don't think we ever elaborated what type of cafe it actually is. Saint sees a fire but stays hidden. Engineer Cat sets up camp for the night. Abin cries himself to sleep. Artificer finds a stick and pretends that it's a magical wand. Haha Munker cries himself to sleep. Slow Cat and Hat cries himself to sleep. Chris starts a fire. Sin bashes Evil Flower's head in with a mace. Rest in peace. Evil Flower is now double dead. So what is that? Two negatives make a positive. So what could that mean? Beekeeper regrets joining Diana's server. Soap encounters Firewall on his way to the Shoreline Cafe. Stern the dog almost falls in the void, but Spear Matches catches them. Thank you. I guess back in the old days when I used to ship you and Rivulet, I guess that was worth something, because now you saved me. Green Lizard passes out from exhaustion. Shiny Wi-Fi attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. Shade stays awake all night. Anime Monk reached Howling Cliff. Wait, wrong game. Potato uses a flashbang to distract Fanoff and escapes. Nightcat quietly hums. Asmo cooks his food before putting his fire out. Ostel looks at the night sky. Rollipede finds a stick and pretends that it's a magical wand. Not Nice Survivor destroys Ulti Zero's supplies while she is asleep. Rivulet cooks her food before putting her fire out. And Not Nice Monk sets up camp for the night. Day 3. Shiny Wi-Fi searches for a water source. Babbox attacks Engineer Cat, but he manages to escape. Imp scares Rivulet with a vulture mask. Ulti Zero constructs a hideout. Cern the dog gets trapped in a castle full of orange lizard, but Miderator, Guncat, and Max come to save them. Once again, I'm very sorry for this. This is why you don't Control-C, Control-V ideas from custom slugger events or whatever. No, it's custom slugger PFPs. Because I like Control-C and Control-V'd it, and then I didn't check whether it was actually correct. So, like, that's my mistake. Fry successfully paid the scavenger bill. Toaster acid fishes. Green Lizard escaped from the orange lizard gang without dying. Suns went swimming with some jellyfish. Jetfish. Nightcat acts gay in front of Logan ISL. No way. Nightcat is TOFE. Because they both have the same color scheme. And if you play JTO, you all know what TOFE is. Beekeeper is teasing Wormgrass. Anime Survivor diverts Anime Monk's attention and runs away. Chris was grabbed by Purple A Lizard, but Potato managed to save him. Colossus tries to sleep through the entire day. Scripted hopped on Rain Escape. Spearmaster replied okay to a message on Discord. That's straight up something Spearmaster would do. Like just look at them. Do you think they can say more than okay? Subtant was grabbed by Purple A Lizard, but Vessel managed to save him. Pepsi was grabbed by a pole plant, but Firework managed to save them. Not Nice Monk discovers a river. Fanoff discovers a cave. Dyson fishes. Bunker uses a flashbang to strike Artificer and escapes. Skinwalker makes a wooden spear. Kuvi swims in the lake. Saint searches for a water source. Moonlight scares Birdsides with a vulture mask. Survivor constructs a shack. Sin practices his aim. Asmo picks flowers. Ostel makes a wooden spear. Slowcat and Hat makes a wooden spear. Mother Diana tries to sleep through the entire day. Uni is teasing Wormgrass. Duck receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Cheese swims on a lake. Abin is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Neo attempts to climb a tree but falls on Gel, killing them both. Rest in peace, Neo and Pearly Gel. 2 more deaths, I guess. And this is why you don't climb trees. You climb other people instead. 3D Cat travels to higher grounds. Ormond injures himself. Iron scares Not Nice Survivor off. Rollipede asks Twink for food, but he doesn't give any. Shade screams out loud. Rudy escaped from the Orange Lizard Gang without dying, and Pencil couldn't see the drop quick, but Cocow saved him. So, once again, a lot of deaths. Sylph, Anub, Sprinkles. Wait, Anub died? Wait, what? When did Anub die? Wait, what? Did I miss something? Anub died? Huh? I swear I didn't notice. Oh, my... Rest of it. I didn't even notice your death. I'm so sorry. I didn't know that was a death. I mean, I guess it makes sense that it's a death, but it didn't feel like one. Anub couldn't see the drop wig. I guess he's dead now. Rest in peace. I didn't even notice. Man, so much of the Lizard Gang is just straight up getting killed. Rest in peace. Both Vibin and Anub are dead now, and we're not even a week in. Rest in peace to Sylph, Anub, Sprinkles, Evil Flower, who is alive now, I guess. Welcome back. Neo and Gel. So we see everyone's status. I'm not gonna do the thing. I know you guys really love when I do it, but I'm not gonna do it because, like, there's no point. These two have 2 kills, 1 kill, and 1 kill. Ooh, scripted. You don't look like the type of person who would kill someone, but guess I was wrong. Let's proceed. Night 3. Sing kills Shiny Wi-Fi for their surprise, immediately starting with a kill. Fanoff tortures themselves by listening to 1 hour Rainworld ASMR. That's what you get for being inactive for like 7 months. Anime Monks looks at the night sky. Scripted starts a fire. Mother Diana screams for help. 3D Cat almost falls in the void, but Gun Cat catches them. Cow destroys Sun's supplies while they are asleep. Abin flashbangs Dyson and tries to kill them, but Dyson escapes. Goofy cooks his food before putting his fire out. Green Lizard destroys Rudy's supplies while he is asleep. Rivulet climbs a tree to rest. Twink receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Monker finds a stick and pretends that it's a magical wand. Chris finds a stick and pretends that it's a magical wand. Firework receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Anime Survivor tortures themselves by listening to 1 hour Rainworld ASMR. Potato regrets joining Diana's server canon event. Non-Nice Survivor tortures themselves by listening to 1 hour Rainworld ASMR. That's not very nice, is it? Imp goes to sleep. Survivor tortures themselves by listening to 1 hour Rainworld ASMR. Why are all the survivors doing... Is this like the Survivor group meeting? So like... Anime Survivor was like, hey guys, let's have this little meeting, and like we're gonna have like this movie day, and we're gonna have popcorn, and we're gonna have Lay's, and we're gonna have chocolate, and they all meet up, and the movie that Anime Survivor picks is freaking 1 hour Rainworld ASMR, and Non-Nice Survivor's like, what the hell did I get myself into? And Survivor just doesn't say anything because it's Survivor, and Anime Survivor this whole time is like, oh my god, this is my boyfriend, you know, his name is Anime Monk, he's also my brother, yeah, this is his favorite movie, I hope you guys enjoy. And Not Nice Survivor is just not taking any of it. Bird Science attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. Slipcat and Hat stays awake all night. Logan ISL tries to treat his infection. Asmo goes to sleep. Nightcat finds a stick and pretends that it's a magical wand. Batbox destroys Cheese's supplies while he is asleep. Ostel finds a stick and pretends that it's a magical wand. Spearmaster receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Iron is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Beekeeper couldn't unseat the dropwick, but Vessel saved him. Moon Knight and Rollipede drink coffee at the Shoreline Cafe. Ooh, first co-op meeting at the Shoreline Cafe that Iron works at, officially. Hope you guys had a good time. We sell quite good caramel macchiatos, so I would definitely recommend that next time you're there. Engineer Cat reached Howling Cliff, wait, wrong game. Toaster Acid receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Ultizuru receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Cern the Dog flashbangs Duck and tries to kill them, but Duck escapes. Guess I'm Duck phobic now. Uni loses sight of where he is. Gorman fends Shade, Skinwalker, and Pepsi away from his fire. Colossus flashbangs Pencil and tries to kill them, but Pencil escapes. Sub sleeps in a shelter. Fry cooks his food before putting his fire out. Miderator attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. Not Nice Monk analyzes the interior of the Azure Room. Let's go. Here's a reference none of you are gonna get except for Anub. And I think Anub probably told it to like some of the Lizard members of the Lizard gang. I'm not even sure. Artificer receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. And Saint defeats Max in a fight but spares his life. Day 4. Ostel discovers a cave. Ultizuru picks flowers. Guncat pinged everyone. Not Nice Survivor receives fresh fruit from an unknown sponsor. Mother Diana hopped on Rain Escape. Dyson steals from Subtant while he isn't looking. Aim asks Anime Monk for food, but he doesn't give any. Chris constructs a shack. Cerndadoc receives a Whopper from an unknown sponsor. Kuvi is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Shade receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Toaster successfully paid the scavenger bill. Max escaped from the Orange Lizard Gang without dying. Iron reaches Howling Cliff, wait, wrong game. Person that eats cheese is teasing Wormgrass. Rivulet gets tricked by a fake auction that Colossus made. Ooh, Engineer Cat made a machine that let him visit a parallel universe where Slunger Games doesn't exist. But just like the other person, they got scared of what was happening and destroyed the machine. Anime Survivor fishes. Green Lizard gave some head pats to a friendly lizard. Batbox gave some head pats to a friendly lizard. I guess it's the same lizard. Or maybe a green lizard is just patting himself, and Batbox was like, hey, why are you patting yourself? Just let me do it. Firework thinks about home. Uni receives fresh fruit from an unknown sponsor. Duck is pricked by beehive bees while picking berries. Slipcat and Hat stalks Monker. Vessel attacks Potato, but he manages to escape. He really shouldn't. Nightcat almost falls in the void, but Saint catches him. Logan ISL makes a wooden spear. Gourmand also decided to visit the universe where Slunger Games doesn't exist. Maybe he wants to eat some actual food because, no offense, but the food that I feed you guys in the basement is not that good because I don't have enough money to spend it on actual food. But, if you guys are very nice, I promise that next month I will take all of you guys to Krispy Kreme as long as you guys remind me because I have short-term memory loss. So yeah, if you guys act very nice, I will take you to Krispy Kreme. Abin silently snaps Survivor's neck. Bird Science practices their aim. Rollipede is teasing Wormgrass. Asmo hopped on Rain Escape. Twink scares Cocow with a vulture mask. Moonlight hopped on Rain Escape. Miderator kills Scripted while they are resting. So, Miderator at first wanted to be on a team with Scripted. I guess he felt so betrayed that Scripted chose Potato instead that he freaking murdered him. He freaking stabbed him to death while he was sleeping. Bro didn't even go at it while they were awake. He straight up like sliced his neck open while he was sleeping. Oh god. Pencil sees smoke rising in the distance but decides not to investigate. Not Nice Monk was worth a whole tree food pips according to Sons. Fry and Artificer participate in Diana's kitten battles. Beekeeper successfully tamed the hungry lizard. Fanov waters Bubble Fruit. Sin was grabbed by Purple, a lizard, but Treaty Cat managed to save him. Rudy thinks about home. Spearmaster chases Skinwalker, and Pepsi waters Bubble Fruit. 4 dead. Shiny Wi-Fi survivor Scripted, rest in peace. And Not Nice Monk. So, Evil Flower, it says dead, but it honestly should say alive, because they're definitely not dead right now. Miderator with 1 very disrespectful kill. You don't deserve that kill. Scripted should still be alive. Scripted with 1 kill dead. And I don't think there's any... Never mind, District 30 fully dead. Survivor was so traumatized by that experience that he just died. Night 4. Rivulet defeats Vessel in the fight but spares his life. Shade regrets joining Diana's server. Dyson begs for Inf to kill him. He refuses, keeping Dyson alive. Anime Monk cooks his food before putting his fire out. Ostel brings his lizard to the Shoreline Cafe. Logan ISL regrets joining Diana's server. Miderator finds a stick and pretends that it's a magical wand. Iron tortures themselves by listening to 1 hour Rain World ASMR. I don't think that would be torture for Iron. I think that would be a very opposite of torture word for Iron. Moonlight tries to treat his infection. Skinwalker attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. Monker regrets joining Diana's server. Aben almost falls in the void but firework confetti catches them. Nightcat tries to sing himself to sleep. Asimo starts a fire. Spearmaster is awoken by nightmares. Pencil reached How and Cliff, wait, wrong game. Engineer Cat cooks his food before putting his fire out. Saint screams for help. Beekeeper couldn't see the drop pick but Duck saved him. Potato cooks his food before putting his fire out. Cow climbs a tree to rest. Colossus tries to sing himself to sleep. Not Nice Survivor climbs a tree to rest. Gorman tries to treat his infection. Cern the dog receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Sin uses a flashbang to distract Toaster and escapes. Fry attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. Twink questions his sanity. Rudy finds a stick and pretends that it's a magical wand. Slowcat and Hat and Guncat run into each other and decide to truce for the night. Anime Survivor sets up camp for the night. Bird Signs fence Pepsi, Green Lizard, and Cheese away from their fire. Sons destroys Mother Diana's supplies while she is asleep. Multizero couldn't see the drop pick, but Artificer saved her. Hoovy tends to his wounds. Max uses a flashbang to distract 3D Cat and escapes. Fanov tortures themselves by listening to 1 hour Rain World ASMR. Subcan starts a fire. Matbox receives fresh fruit from an unknown sponsor. Rolipede regrets joining Diana's server. Uni climbs a tree to rest, and Chris is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Day 5. 3D Cat picks flowers. Saint constructs a shack. Aben scares Subcat with a vulture mask. Subcat and Hat constructs a hideout. Anime Survivor practices his aim. Bird Signs hunts for other tributes. Mother Diana receives a whopper from an unknown sponsor. Colossus successfully tamed the hungry lizard. Rudy is teasing Wormgrass. Spearmaster steals from Skinwalker while he isn't looking. Miderator stays with a friendly lizard for protection. Ooh, are they scared that someone is gonna kill them after what they did to poor old Scripted? Fireworks successfully paid the scavenger bill. Ulti-Zero reached Howling Cliff, wait, wrong game. Pepsi receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Fry receives fresh water from an unknown sponsor. Potato uses a flashbang to distract Gorman and escapes. Asmo replied okay to a message on Discord. Botbox travels to higher grounds. Cern the dog asks Duck for food, but he doesn't give any. Didn't I just recently try to kill Duck? Why am I now asking him for food? What type of enemies to lovers situation is this? Monker constructs a hideout. Engineer Cat is picked by beehive bees while picking berries. Shady goes hunting. Here we have a real one of those situations. Rolipede acts gay in front of a cola truck. Yeah, no, Rolipede, I know you're a bug, so like, maybe you can stick to other bugs, and not like cola vans, you know? Pencil pinged everyone. Moonlight is high on mushrooms. TOFE acts gay in front of Guncat. Man, TOFE be cheating on Logan ISL. Rest in peace. Well, I didn't expect any less from TOFE, so like, this actually makes sense canonically when you think about JTO lore. Guncat, maybe back away. I don't think TOFE is really safe around other people, you know? They act a bit quirky around other people. Logan ISL gave some head pats to a friendly lizard. Logan ISL is just there watching his freaking boyfriend, I guess. I don't know what type of relationship they are in at this point. Just freaking do it in front of a guncat. You know, must be fun. Uni, Twink, Iron, and Anime Wonk won a battle against the Orange Lizard Gang and survived. Cheese, Not Nice Survivor, Toaster, and Dyson won a battle against the Orange Lizard Gang and survived. Must have been the same gang. Artificer tries to sleep through the entire day. Aim searches for a water source. Cow gave some head pats to a friendly lizard. Hoovy hopped on Rain Escape. Sons gets tricked by a fake auction that Rivulet made. Rivulet do be evil though. Sin receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Beekeeper fell off a pole but was saved by the god of physics. Vessel receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Chris swims in a lake. Green Lizard hopped on Rain Escape. Ostel didn't want to get the prize. I'm not surprised at this one. Ostel has been here since the very beginning. I don't think they're bothered anymore. I mean, I don't think they were bothered ever since they were the first ones to die. Max collects fruit from a tree. So only one dead and it's Ostel. And like, are we even surprised at this point? Sin and Abin both had 2 kills. I guess they are the scary ones at the moment. Night 5. Not Nice Survivor reached Howling Cliff. Wait, wrong game. Silkan Hat convinced a friendly lizard to snuggle with them. Guncat cries himself to sleep. Toaster attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. Engineer Cat scares Cheese with a vulture mask. Dog defeats Treaty Cat in the fight but spares his life. Ulti Zuru tries to treat her infection. Cow tries to sing himself to sleep. Subtap flashbangs Asmo and tries to kill them. Asmo couldn't escape. Rest in peace, Asmo. No more replying okay to Discord messages. Vessel defeats Sons in the fight but spares their life. Mother Diana sets up camp for the night. Anime Monk sleeps in a shelter. Rudy loses sight of where he is. Twink looks at the night sky. Potato fends Anime Survivor, Fry, and Rivulet away from his fire. Abin sets up camp for the night. Uni is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Imp climbs a tree to rest. Vanov almost falls in the void, but Saint catches them. Moonlight sets up camp for the night. Miderator climbs a tree to rest. Duck visits the Shoreline Cafe. What's he gonna drink there? What do ducks drink? Wait, let me actually search that up, you know. What do ducks drink? Water. I don't know what I was expecting. Yeah, he's gonna eat. We have some really good water over at the Shoreline Cafe. I mean, why do you think it's called Shoreline? Like, obviously, if it's called Shoreline Cafe, we have the freshest water out of any cafe. Like, who do you think has fresher water, Shoreline Cafe or Outskirts Cafe? If you want to like drink skirts, you can go to Outskirts Cafe, but no, over here we have the freshest of water. Colossus is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Lorman flashes Green Lizard and tries to kill them, but Green Lizard escapes. Chris goes to sleep. Spearmaster scares Logan ISL with a vulture mask. Shade is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Iron climbs a tree to rest. Beekeeper convinced a friendly lizard to snuggle with them. Max defeats Batbox in a fight but spares his life. Rollapede is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Skinwalker couldn't see the drop pig but pencil saved him. Nightcat attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. Dyson brings his lizard to the Shoreline Cafe. Pepsi couldn't see the drop pig but fireworks saved her. Sin visits the shore. Did I accidentally set Pepsi as female? Anyways, Sin visits the Shoreline Cafe. Bird Science sleeps in a shelter. Bunker sends up camp for a night. Artificer receives an explosive from those. Because I'm pretty sure this Pepsi is not meant to be female. Oh, sorry for that, guys. F in the chat for my mistakes. My really amazing mistakes. Kuvi convinced a friendly lizard to snuggle with them. I'm very sorry, Pepsi, for that mistake. It was definitely not intentional. Day 6. Dyson swims in the lake. Green Lizard went swimming with some jetfish. Rudy replied okay to a message on Discord. Potato constructs a shack. Toaster injures himself. Cow uses a flashbang to distract Guncat and escapes. Miderator uses a flashbang to distract Engineer Cat and escapes. Anime Survivor gets trapped in a castle full of Orange Lizard, but Batbox, Logan ISL, and 3D Cat comes to save them. Anime Monk chases Artificer. Dog overhears Abin and Beekeeper talking in the distance. Kuvi is high on mushrooms. Mother Diana scares Nightcat off. Gorman and Rivulet argue over whether Rain World or Hollow Knight is better. I think Gorman would be Team Rain World because you can't really eat in Hollow Knight, and I think Rivulet would be Team Hollow Knight because Rivulet and Hornet both have one thing in common, and I'm not going to say what that thing is. I'm going to let chat say that one. Anyways, Vessel explores the arena. Birdside swims in the lake. Colossus searches for firewood. Ultizuru collects fruit from a tree. Firework chases Twink. I forgot who they are again. Gets trapped in a castle full of orange lizard, but Chris, Sans, and Rollipede comes to save her. I'm so sorry to this guy. I just don't remember who the hell you are. Pepsi receives clean water from an unknown sponsor who might be accidentally female. Imp searches for firewood. Duck receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Iron gets tricked by a fake auction that Fried made. Spearmaster constructs a shack. Cheese picks flowers. Max waters bubble fruit. Skinwalker gets tricked by a fake auction that Saint made. Shade receives a whopper from an unknown sponsor. Sons flashbangs Uni and tries to kill them, but Uni escapes. Fan of Not Nice Survivor, Silk Cat and Hat, and Moonlight win a battle against the Orange Lizard Gang and survive. Pencil questions his sanity, and Haha Munker searches for firewood. Just won that Asmo. Once again, not much happening in here, so I don't have to do the really cool thing that everyone loves when I do. Yeah, these two are the only ones with 2 kills at the moment, I think. So let's proceed. Night 6. Sons quietly hums. Mother Diana tries to sing herself to sleep. Pencil tries to sing himself to sleep. Pepsi scares Cocoa with a vulture mask. Skinwalker screams for help. I go to sleep. Spearmaster climbs a tree to rest. Colossus questions his sanity. Batbox receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Hanov attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. Not Nice Survivor blows up Logan ISL. Rest in peace. Tried to rizz up TOFE. Got cheated on, and then got killed by a Not Nice Look At. Okay. Along with Ultizuru and Dyson, but also blows themselves up in the process. Honestly, that's a canonic way for Not Nice Survivor to go. What other way could Not Nice Survivor die than by bringing 3 people with them? Twink thinks about winning. Rivulet uses a flashbang to distract Cheese and escapes. Toaster passes out from exhaustion. Fireworks screams for help. Abin tends to his wounds. Potato almost falls into the void, but Moonlight catches them. Shade starts a fire. Sing convinced a friendly lizard to snuggle with them. Green uses a flashbang to distract a 3D cat and escapes. Anime Monk goes to sleep. Max passes out from exhaustion. Vessel passes out from exhaustion. Rollipede almost falls into the void, but Chris catches them. Ruindy tends to his wounds. Slukan has sense of camp for the night. Fry stays awake all night. Artificer attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. Iron tries to treat his infection. Monker receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Engineer Cat couldn't see the drop pick but Birdside saved him. Beekeeper thinks about home. Kuvi analyzes the interior of the Azure room. Uni regrets joining Diana's server. Inv and Miderator run into each other and decide to truce for the night. Anime Survivor is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Guncat tries to see this infection. Oh, it's Subtant. Reach Howling Cliff, wait, wrong game. Nightcat almost falls in the void, but Gourmand catches them. You shouldn't have done that, Gourmand. You don't know, but Nightcat is actually secretly TOFE, and you don't want them alive. Saint tortures themselves by listening to 1 hour Rainworld ASMR. Why would Saint do that? I don't get Saint's motive. Duck climbs a tree to rest. Okay, day 7. Nightcat receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Max pinged everyone. Guncat practices his aim. 3D Cat diverts Colossus' attention and runs away. Twink makes a wooden spear. Abin got sponsored by Mr. Beast himself. Kuvi was grabbed by Purple A Lizard, but Shade managed to save him. Monker practices his aim. Anime Monk gets dragged into the water by leeches while swimming, but gets saved by a random snail. Engineer Cat was grabbed by Purple A Lizard, but Subtant managed to save him. Mapbox goes hunting. Iron receives a whopper from an unknown sponsor. Duck receives a whopper from an unknown sponsor. Cocoa receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Cheese chases Uni. Im receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Birdside sprains her ankle while running away from Skinwalker. Chris, Cern Saint, and Potato won a battle against the Orange Lizard Gang and survived. Why am I with Potato? That is not very lore accurate, unless I'm planning to betray them. Miderator chases Beekeeper. Rudy is picked by Torns while picking berries. Fanoff constructs a shack. Slipcat gets tricked by a fake auction that Pencil made. Moonlight thinks about home. Vessel searches for a water source. Fry diverts Revulet's invention and runs away. Green went swimming with some jetfish. Pepsi and Firework find Artificer all alone. They then brutally kill Artificer. Okay then. Sure, why not? Gourmand escaped from the Orange Lizard Gang without dying. Since he's smoke rising in the distance but decides not to investigate. Sun asks Mother Diana for food but she doesn't give any. Instead, she does this weird thing where she like sits on the ground and moves her legs to the side. I don't know why she would even do that. A toaster waters bubble fruit. Spearmaster screams out loud. Rollipede receives a whopper from an unknown sponsor. Anime Survivor swims in a lake. Hey, a lot of dead this time. Not Nice Survivor, Logan ISL, Ultizuru, Dyson Swarm, Firework, and Artificer. Should I do the thing? Should I do the thing? You know what? I'm not gonna do the thing because a week has passed, which means it's now time for the water break. This is the part where everyone is legally required to drink water, or else they will literally turn into water and get drinked themselves. And nobody wants to be drinked, so you better go find some water. I don't care what type of water it is, just go drink it. So yeah, I've got my water bottle right here, and I'm gonna go peacefully drink it, and hopefully you guys will do the same. So yeah, good luck. So, anyways, now I can do the thing. We have one alive, one alive, one alive, one alive, one alive, one alive, one, just a bunch of one alives. 1, 2, 2, 1. Entire district dead. Rest in peace, Logan ISL. Once again, another district. 1, both, 1, both, 1, 1, 1, 1, both, none. Oh, the NPCs are doing crap again. Let's go. Both, or maybe not. Both. Yeah, maybe actually not. Maybe I'm entirely wrong. Ooh, Pepsi just also reached 2 kills, and they might be female, so who knows. Proceed. Night 7. Abin screams for help. Pencil sleeps in a shelter. Sun analyzes the interior of the Azure room. Uni receives a hatch from an unknown sponsor. I think I'm going to try to speed up a bit, because it's currently like 8:30, and I need to get this finished by 9. I really do. Moonlight couldn't see the dropping, but Babak saved him. Fanaf cannot handle the circumstances and commits suicide. Let's hope they didn't crash into any building. That would be quite unfortunate, wouldn't it? Max stays awake all night. Saints takes awake all night. Cheese reached Howling Cliff. Wait, wrong game. 3D Cat uses a flashbang to distract Cernadog and escapes. Engineer Cat defeats Shade in a fight but spares his life. Rollipede begs for Gorman to kill him. He refuses, keeping Rollipede alive. Potato stays awake all night. Subtan fends Anime, Monk, Nightcat, and Twink away from his fire. Guncat cries himself to sleep. Colossus cooks his food before putting his fire out. Fry brings his lizard to the Shoreline Cafe. Green Lizard tortures himself by listening to... Isn't this the second time? Did they like it so much that they decided to watch it a second time? I thought Iron would do that, not Green. I mean, it makes sense with Green too. But I feel like if I had to pick someone here who would be the most likely to watch it again, I would pick Iron. Meanwhile, Iron is receiving medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Silkcat and Hat stays awake all night. Beekeeper brings this lizard to the Shoreline Cafe. Toaster and Mother Diana run into each other and decide to truce for the night. Miderator receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Chris encounters Spearmaster while on his way to the Shoreline Cafe. Sing climbs the tree to rest. Bird Signs passes out from exhaustion. Bunker brings his lizard to the Shoreline Cafe. Rudy sleeps in a shelter. Skinwalker couldn't see the dropping, but Pepsi saved him. Anime Survivor cries himself to sleep. Kokao tends to his wounds. Vessel tries to sing himself to sleep. Kuvi attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. Duck receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Reveal reached Howling Cliff. Wait, wrong game. And Imp passes out from exhaustion. Okay, day 8. Engineer Cat flashbacks Silkcat and Hat tries to kill them, but Silkcat and Hat escapes. Anime Monk hopped on Rain escape. Colossus is high on mushrooms. Suns went swimming with some jetfish. Duck taints Anime Survivor's food, killing him. Oh, rest in peace. I knew we shouldn't have trusted that duck. The ducks are never trustable. Monker tries to spearfish with a trident. Fry practices his aim. Shader receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Bird Science was grabbed by a pole plant, but Pepsi managed to save them. Kuvi dies of the century. Rest in peace. That's District 1 gone now. Cheese attacks Subtan, but he manages to escape. Moonlight injures himself. Twink steals from Green Lizard while he isn't looking. Potato defeats Reveal in a fight with spares her alive. Guncat found a yeek and decided to keep it as a pet. Kokao searches for a water source. Rollipede attacks Toaster, but it manages to escape. Vessel diverts Cernadog's attention and runs away. Rudy camouflages himself in the bushes. Nightcat hopped on Rain escape. Gorman went swimming with some jetfish. Spearmaster collects fruit from a tree. Batbox reach Howling Cliff. Wait, wrong game. Pencil screams out loud. Iron constructs a shack. Yoon uses a flashbang to distract Abin escapes. Skinwalker sees smoke rising in the distance but decides not to investigate. 3D Cat receives a Whopper from an unknown sponsor. Chris defeats Max in a fight but spares his life. Saint sees smoke rising in the distance but decides not to investigate. Saint almost falls in the void but Miderator catches him. Imp successfully tamed the hungry lizard, and Beekeeper was grabbed by Purple, a lizard, but Mother Diana managed to save him. Okay, 3 dead. Fanov, Anime Survivor, and Kuvi. So District 1 is now entirely gone. And most kills, oh yeah, Not Nice Survivor has 4. I forgot they did their little stunt. Who has the most and is still alive? I think that's Abin, Pepsi, and Sin with 2. But yeah, Not Nice Survivor got 4 kills, because apparently killing yourself also counts as a kill for some reason. And just checking, TOFE is still alive, very sadly. Proceed. Night 8. Burnside climbs a tree to rest. Cheese receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Chris questions his sanity. Gorman questions his sanity. Iron defeats Rudy in a fight but spares his life. Fry thinks about home. Rollipede thinks about winning. Miderator stays awake all night. Reveal finds a sticker and pretends that's a magical wand. Cernodog almost falls in the void but Cow catches them. Pencil gets dragged down into the water by leeches while swimming but gets saved by a random snail. Bunker scares Sin with a vulture mask. Batbox finds a sticker and pretends that it's a magical wand. Max encounters Guncab on his way to the Shoreline Cafe. Toaster receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Anime Monk tends to his wounds. Pepsi brings his lizard. Why did it say her that time then? That's weird. Colossus flashbangs Shade and tries to kill them, but Shade escapes. Doug tries to sing himself to sleep. Imp questions his sanity. Avon visits the Shoreline Cafe. Uni looks at the night sky. Green Lizard reached Howling Cliff, wait, wrong game. Moonlight sleeps in the shelter. Subtan sees a fire but stays hidden. Sukat and Hat sleeps in the shelter. 3D Cat passes out from exhaustion. Beekeeper passes out from exhaustion. Saint tries to treat his infection. Night Cat defeats Engineer Cat in a fight but spares his life. For all the wrong reasons. Vestal is awoken by nightmares. Mother Diana flashbangs Potato and tries to kill them, but Potato escapes. Spearmaster is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Sun goes to sleep. Twink cries himself to sleep, and Skinwalker couldn't even see the drop wig. Rest in peace. Day 9. Batbox visited a parallel universe where Slunger Games doesn't exist. Then they got scared of what was happening and returned to their universe. Aben searches for firewood. Colossus explores the arena. Shade gets tricked by a fake auction that Subtan made. Reveal discovers a cave. Bird Science is teasing Wormgrass. Uni discovers a cave. Cow, 3D Cat, Green Lizard, and Anime Wonk won a battle against the Orange Lizard gang and survived. Beekeeper collects fruit from a tree. Twink constructs a hideout. Iron successfully tamed a hungry lizard. Pepsi defeats Miderator in a fight but spares his life. Sun's waters bubble through. Cheese reached Howling Cliff, wait, wrong game. Spearmaster sprains his ankle while running away from Moonlight. Chris attacks Guncat but he manages to escape. Saint gets tricked by a fake auction that Inv made. Cernodog sees smoke rising in the distance but decides not to investigate. Gorman got sponsored by Mr. Beast himself. Duck goes hunting. Vessel receives a explosive from an unknown sponsor. Toaster throws a spear and Fry but misses and kills Munker instead. Betrayal of the moderators. Rest in peace, Munker. No more funny monkeys in the chat. Mother Diana escapes from the Orange Lizard Gang without dying. Max, Rudy, Sin, and Rollipede won a battle against the Orange Lizard Gang and survived. Sukat and Hat went swimming with some jetfish. Potato went swimming with some jetfish. Nightcat, or should I call them TOFE from now on, uses a flashbang to distract Pencil and escapes, and Engineer Cat explores the arena. Rest in peace, Skinwalker and Haha Munker. So if I was to do the funny thing, that would be none. One alive, 2 dead, 1 dead, 1 dead. 1 dead, 1 dead, 1 dead, 1 dead, both alive, both dead, 1 dead, both dead, 1 dead, 1 dead, 1 dead, both alive, 1 dead, 1 dead, 1 dead, 1 dead, both alive, and nobody cares about the NPCs. So, Firework with 2 kills is now dead, but I think the rest are still alive and well. Meanwhile, the NPCs, except for Not Nice Survivor, all seem to be doing kind of pacifist stuff, even TOFE, which is surprising. But yeah, I kind of hope there's going to be more NPC deaths, because obviously we don't want them to win. Cheese dies from hypothermia. Okay, Toaster loses sight of where he is. Engineer Cat tries to treat his infection. Potato tells Chris about the new cafe that opened nearby. It's not really that new, but I guess it is because it's only the 2nd time. Sun scares Fry with a vulture mask. Mother Diana quietly hums. Bird Science encounters Moonlight while on their way to the Shoreline Cafe. Buttbox tries to sing himself to sleep. Pepsi dies trying to escape the arena. Rest in peace. Saint looks at the night sky. Rudy regrets joining Diana's server. Duck receives clean water from no sponsor. Anime Monk scares Shade with a vulture mask. Rivulet almost falls in the void, but Subtank catches them. Spearmaster receives medical supplies from a known sponsor. Abin couldn't see the drop pick, but Twink saved him. Slugcat and Hat begs for Gormont to kill him. He refuses, keeping Slugcat and Hat alive. Beekeeper defeats Nightcat in a fight, but spares his life. Vessel receives fresh food from a known sponsor. Guncat goes to sleep. Max loses sight of where he is. 3D Cat sees a fire, but stays hidden. Iron is awoken by nightmares. Miderator convinced a friendly lizard to snuggle with them. Colossus cries himself to sleep. Kokau attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. Ind tends to his wounds. Sin reached Howling Cliff. Wait, wrong game. Cern the dog goes on a rampage and kills Pencil and Rollipede after they ate the last donut at the Shoreline Cafe. Yeah, I'm really serious about my donuts, you know? That after all, that's why I'm going to be taking you guys to Krispy Kreme soon if you all act nice. But yeah, taking the last donut was an act of, war crime, and you deserve to die. Uni looks at the night sky. Okay, day 10. 3D Cat is teasing Wormgrass. Kokau, Anime Monk, Bird Science, and Cern the Dog won a battle against the Orange Lizard Gang and survived. I only have 24 minutes left, so I gotta speed up. Saint brings Iron to him to say hello. Iron almost kills him after. Spearmaster searches for firewood. Sons asks Beekeeper for food, but he doesn't give any. Batbox almost falls in the void, but Gormont catches them. Nightcat visited a parallel universe where Slunger Games doesn't exist. Then they got scared of what was happening and returned to their universe. You know it's bad when even TOFE is scared. Rudy gets sponsored by Mr. Beast himself. Engineer Cat uses a flashbang to distract Colossus and escapes. Abin camouflages himself in the bushes. Moonlight travels to higher ground. Sin gets tricked by a fake auction that Uni made. Max successfully tamed the hungry lizard. Duck constructs a hideout. Mother Diana defeats Chris in a fight but spares his life. Guncat chases Rivulet. Potato and Vessel participate in Diana's kitten battles. Fry runs away from Miderator. Imp asks Twink for food but he doesn't give any. Slugcat and Hat pinged everyone. Subtan camouflages himself in the bushes. Shade uses a flashbang to distract Green Lizard and escapes, and Toaster Acid discovers a cave. 4 dead. Cheese, Pepsi, Pencil, and Rollipede, who both deserve to die. And then we have both dead, one dead, one dead, both. I don't have to do this every time. It's not like anything really changed, did it? You guys won't get mad at me, right? Night 10. Slugcat and Hat fends Mother Diana, Rudy, and Chris away from his fire. Uni is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Gormont tends to his wounds. Anime Monk fends Shade, Colossus, and Cern the Dog away from his fire. Fry defeats Abin in a fight but spares his life. Green Lizard goes to sleep. Guncat tends to his wounds. Subtac couldn't see the drop pick but Gat saved him. Bird Signs brings his lizards to the Shoreline Cafe. Nightcat starts a fire. Duck and Max run into each other and decide to truce for the night. Vessel uses a flashbang to strike Moonlight and escapes. Iron passes out from exhaustion. Sons climbs the tree to rest. Potato stays awake all night. How is Potato still not dead? I mean, they died pretty late into the last one, so, you know. Engineer Cat scares Kokau with a vulture mask. Rivulet receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Imp tries to treat his infection. Batbox sleeps in a shelter. Beekeeper thinks about home. Spearmaster gets dragged down into the water by leeches while swimming, but gets saved by a random snail. Saint convinced a friendly lizard to snuggle with them. Twink climbs a tree to rest. Toaster reached Howling Cliff. Wait, wrong game. Miderator convinced a friendly lizard to snuggle with them. Sin thinks about home. Day 11. Iron pinged everyone. Colossus attacks Nightcat, but he manages to escape. Subtan discovers a cave. Engineer Cat camouflages himself in the bushes. Rudy, 3D Cat, Gormont, and Chris won a battle against the Orange Lizard Gang and survived. Bird Science discovers a cave. Shade saw Cern's fanfic and died. It's not that bad. Don't over-exaggerate. Mother Diana stays with a friendly lizard for protection. Anime Monk sees smoke rising in the distance but decides not to investigate. Sin injures himself. Rivulet receives a whopper from the known sponsor. Slugcat and Hat attacks Sons but they manage to escape. Toaster searches for firewood. Vessel receives fresh food from the known sponsor. Fry was grabbed by a pole plant but Uni managed to save him. Moonlight tries to sleep through the entire day. Miderator couldn't see the drop pick but Abin saved him. Imp injures himself. Guncat practices his aim. Green Lizard was banned for not being polite. Rest in peace. I think that's now everyone in the Lizard Gang. Unless I missed someone. But yeah, Vibin and of Green Lizard. I think the Lizard Gang is now dead. So, rest in peace. Kokau practices his aim. Spearmaster receives a whopper from the known sponsor. Beekeeper, Max, Duck, and Cern the Dog won a battle against the Orange Lizard Gang and survived. Twink practices his aim. Batbox flashbangs Potato and tries to kill them, but Potato escapes. Yo, Batbox redemption, let's go. Kill that Potato, you know? They tricked you into giving you Potato tricked Batbox into giving them mod by sending them fake femboy pictures. So Batbox is now getting his revenge. Saint fell off a pole but was saved by the god of physics. 2 dead. shade, and green lizard. So here's how everything looks, and once again, I will not call everything out because I kind of have 20 minutes to get this finished, otherwise this video is going to be like 2 hours long. Max cries himself to sleep. Cernadog questions for sanity. Spearmaster is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Fry encounters Abin while on his way to the Shoreline Cafe. Saint receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Gourmand uses a flashbang to distract 3D Cat and escapes. Vessel finds a sticker and pretends that it's a magical wand. Kokao visits the Shoreline Cafe. Miderator finds a stick and pretends that it's a magical wand. Nightcat receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Silkcat and Hat begs for Sin to kill him. He refuses, keeping Silkcat and Hat alive. Potato tries to treat his infection. Guncat climbs a tree to rest. Imp gets dragged down into the water by leeches while swimming, but gets saved by a random snail. Beekeeper tends to his wounds. Subtat analyzes the interior of the Azure Room. Anime Monk regrets joining Diana's server. Duck attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. Chris is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Rivulet sees a fire but stays hidden. Sons analyzes the interior of the Azure Room. Mother Diana sleeps in a shelter. Engineer Cat defeats Uni in a fight but spares his life. Iron sleeps in a shelter. Rudy is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Moonlight ate poison fruit and died. Rest in peace. Toaster fends Bird Signs, Batbox, and Colossus away from his fire, and Twink goes to sleep. Day 12. Cernadog camouflages herself in the bushes. Son, let's go! Can we all get a W in the chat for Sons? You know what? Sons, you deserve a W for doing a service to humanity. You have just won some sort of award for yourself. You know what? When we go to Krispy Kreme, I'm gonna give you double the donuts just for blowing up Potato. Actually, I'm even gonna let you pick the ones, because I was just gonna pick random ones, but no. You are now in charge of deciding which donuts will be given out to the people of the basement. So, Sons, you better make a good choice. Vessel makes a wooden spear. Anime Monk camouflages himself in the bushes. Duck hopped on Rain Escape. Beekeeper was grabbed by Purple A Lizard, but Spearmaster managed to save him. Iron thinks about home. Guncat tries to sleep through the entire day. Gourmand successfully paying the scavenger bill. Abin thinks about home. Twink travels to higher ground. Saint thinks about home. Sin ate the poison fruit and died. Max goes hunting. Engineer Cat successfully paid the scavenger bill. TOFE found a Yika and decided to keep it as a pet. 3D Cat constructs a shack. Toaster defeats Silkcat and Hat in the fight but spares his life. Miderator tries to sleep through the entire day. Mother Diana is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Subtan scares Chris with a vulture mask. Inv receives medical supplies from the known sponsor. Kokao pinged everyone. Colossus travels to higher ground. Matbox brings Bird Signs to him to say hello. Bird Signs almost kills him after. Uni thinks about home. Fry reach Howling Cliff, wait, wrong game, and Rudy runs away from Rivulet. Tree dead. Moonlight, Potato, who is literally dead, and Sin. So yeah, here we have it again. And as I said, we're getting less and less people, but I still gotta speed up, because, you know, 17 minutes. I don't think I can make it, but we can try. Abin climbs a tree to rest. Spearmaster regrets joining Diana's server. Saint receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Cernadog is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Beekeeper gets dragged down into the water by leeches while swimming, but gets saved by a random snail. Nightcat is awoken by nightmares. Engineer Cat sleeps in a shelter. Anime Monk quietly hubs. Guncat, Silkcat, and Hat and Kokao get into a fight. Kokao triumphantly kills them both. Rest in peace, Guncat, my child, and Silkcat and Hat. Batbox reach Howling Cliff, wait, wrong game. Mother Diana uses a flashbang to distract Chris and escapes. 3D Cat sets up camp for the night. Rivulet and Gourmand sleep and shift. Sons analyzes the interior of the Azure Room. Rudy thinks about about home, not about sinning. Why did I say sinning? I don't think Rudy is thinking about sinning, despite having the Curse of Artificer profile picture. Iron defeats Subtant in a fight but spares his life. Miderator couldn't see the drop hit but Max saved him. Bird Signs and Vessel run into each other and decide to truce for the night. Toaster and Imp run into each other and decide to truce for the night. Colossus thinks about home. Trink stays awake all night. Duck defeats Uni in a fight but spares his life. And Fry dies from hunger. Can't you just eat yourself? You're literally McDonald's french fries. Day 13. Cernadog receives fresh fruit from an unknown sponsor. Imp sprains his ankle while running away from Duck. Sun scares Rivulet off. Iron constructs a shack. Saint constructs a hideout. Chris, Def.Fell.Accident.Water. 3D Cat tries to spearfish with a trident. Oh yeah, also rest in peace, Chris. The ship is now entirely... The ship has sunk. The ship has sunk, guys. Well, the ship still exists. It just has sunk in Sunker 9. 3D Cat tries to spearfish with a trident. Uni fell off a pole but was saved by the god of physics. Beekeeper repeatedly stabs Batbox to death. What did Batbox do to you? Jesus. Rudy travels to higher ground. Twink chases Vessel. Abin questions his sanity. Kokao was grabbed by Purple A Lizard, but Engineer managed to save him. Gourmand fell off a pole but was saved by the god of physics. Subtan diverts the Toaster's attention and runs away. TOFE replied okay to a message on Discord. Colossus sprains his ankle while running away from Max. Anime Monk sees smoke rising in the distance but decides not to investigate. Spearmaster swims in a lake. Miderator and Mother Diana participate in Diana's kitten battles. Glad to know that Diana is participating in her own competition. And Bird Signs camouflages themselves in the bushes. Ooh, arena event. Hopefully we'll have a lot of people dying then. But not me, hopefully. Acidic rain pours down on the arena. Inv, Bird Sign, Spearmaster, Duck, Miderator, Toaster, Saint, Engineer, Cat, Subtant, Iron, Anime Monk, Abin, Sons, Twink, Uni, Rudy, Colossus, Kokao, 3D Cat, TOFE, and Cernadog both survive. Mother Diana shoves Max into a pond of acidic rain, but is pulled in by Max, killing them both. Mother Diana, was it really worth it? You know, you gotta think about your children. Is pushing Max really worth it for the sake of your children? Vessel is unable to find shelter and dies. Gorman trips face first into a puddle of acidic rain. Of course they freaking trip. Rivulet survives and Beekeeper survives, so not as much deaths as I hoped. 9 people dead though. Guncat, Slugcat and Hat, Fry, Chris, Fatbox, Mother Diana, Max, Vessel, and Gorman. So if he checks everyone's status, that's both dead, 1 dead, both dead, 1 dead, 1 dead. Oh, I had 2 kills, nice. I have 2 kills, not had, I'm still alive. Both dead, 1 dead, both dead, 1 dead, both alive, both dead, both dead, both dead, both dead, both dead. A lot of dead actually, that's more than I thought. 1 dead, both alive, both dead, 1 dead, both dead, 1 dead, 1 dead, both, 1, both, 1, both alive, 1 dead, both alive, and both dead. So when it comes to most kills, I think Not Nice Survivor still has the most. Kokao, I think, is the biggest who's still alive with 3 kills, I think. Because, yeah, everyone else seems dead or only on 2. Yeah, I'm on 2. I'm catching up, you know. I'm not gonna count how much are left because there's still quite a few. Night 13, Kokao showed Abin their C.AI chat history. Abin killed them, doing a service for humanity. Let's go. 3D Cat finds a stick and pretends that it's a magical wand. Duck attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. Toaster begs for Rudy to kill him. He refuses, keeping Toaster alive. Don't do this, Toaster. You're one of the only people who still have both in their district. Spearmaster sleeps in a shelter. Iron scares Nightcat with a vulture mask. Bird Signs receives clean water from a known sponsor. Engineer Cat receives medical supplies from a known sponsor. Uni questions his sanity. Saint almost falls in the void, but Cernadog catches them. Subtank climbs a tree to rest. Im fights a stick and pretends that it's a magical wand. Miderator receives an explosive from the known sponsor. Sun finds a stick and pretends that it's a magical wand. Anime Monk begs for Twink to kill him. He refuses, keeping Anime Monk alive. Colossus is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Rivulet loses sight of where she is, and Beekeeper tries to sing himself to sleep. Day 14, second week, final day of second week. Rudy, Nightcat, Sons, and Bird Signs won a battle against the Orange Lizard Gang and survived. Beekeeper went swimming with some jetfish. Spearmaster was grabbed by Purple A Lizard, but Toaster managed to save him. Subtime explores the arena. Rivulet couldn't see the dropping, but Avin saved her. Duck receives fresh fruit from an unknown sponsor. Twink was grabbed by a pole plant, but Uni managed to save him. Saint chases Anime Monk. Colossus discovers a river. Im fell off a pole but was saved by the god of physics. 3D Cat goes hunting. Miderator pinks flowers. Engineer Cat receives clean water from a known sponsor. I discover a river, and Iron goes hunting. So only 1 dead, and that is Kokao. And since week 2 is now over, it is time for the second water break. 12 minutes left. I don't think I'm going to make it. Man, this video is going to be so long. It's already been like over an hour, because I think I started at 7:40. Jesus. I mean, that's what happens when you have 37 districts. Like, look at this. There's also still quite a few NPCs alive, which I don't really like. Oh yeah, and Kokao is dead, which makes Abin now the person with the most kills that is still alive, with 3. So that's quite interesting, ain't it? Ain't it quite interesting? So let's continue. Night 14. Duck passes out from exhaustion. Rivulet cries herself to sleep. Uni sleeps in a shelter. Sons receives a hatchet from another sponsor. Abin starts a fire. TOFE and Rudy drink coffee at the Shoreline Cafe. Twink uses a flashbang to distract Engineer Cat and escapes. 3D Cat almost falls in the void, but Anime Monk catches them. Inv looks at the night sky. Bird Signs pushes Miderator off a cliff during a spear fight. Honestly deserved. You did not have to show that amount of disrespect to scripted. You deserve to die a long time ago. Iron starts a fire. Beekeeper attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. Dog visits the Shoreline Cafe and secretly enjoyed it. Toaster quietly homes. Saint starts a fire. Colossus starts a fire. Spearmaster almost falls in the void, but Subtan catches them, so less and less people. Day 15, Iron is high on mushrooms. Sun visits a parallel universe. Twink tries to spearfish with a trident. Anime Monk sprains his ankle while running away from Abin. Rivulet scares Duck off. Colossus escaped from the Orange Lizard Gang without dying. Saint almost falls in the void, but Treaty Cat catches him. Subtan forces Nightcat to kill Beekeeper or Bird Science. He chooses to kill Beekeeper. Rest in peace. Uni scares Dog off. Spearmaster goes hunting. Rudy hunts for other tributes. Ian popped on Rain Escape. Engineer Cat searches for a water source. And Toaster gets dragged into the water by leeches while swimming, but gets saved by a random snail. Two more people, Miderator and Beekeeper, are now dead. So how many people do we have alive? 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 17, 18. Yeah, still about 20 people left. So, night 15. Sons receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Bird Science and Engineer Cat tell stories about themselves to each other. Iron receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Spearmaster stays awake all night. Duck sees a fire but stays hidden. Colossus sets up camp for the night. Nightcat receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Dog and Treaty Cat run into each other and decide to truce for the night. Rivulet goes to sleep. Saint defeats Anime Monk in a fight but spares his life. Twink Pewter sends to his wounds. Uni destroys Invis supplies while he is sleeping. Abin defeats Subtant in a fight but spares his life. Toaster looks at the night sky and Rudy looks at the night sky. Subtan and Inv decide to watch Skibbity Toilet together. Duck gets trapped in a castle full of Orange Lizard, but Sons, Abin, and Iron come to save them. Colossus escaped from the Orange Lizard Gang without dying. Engineer Cat receives a whopper from an unknown sponsor. Saint got shortcut camped by Bird Science and died. Rest in peace. 3D Cat goes hunting. Spearmaster receives a whopper from an unknown sponsor. Rudy tries to spearfish with a trident. Uni tries to spearfish with a spear. Nightcat and Anime Monk decide to also watch Skibbity Toilet together. Toaster stalks Dog. Rivulet bleeds out due to untreated injuries. Twink Pewter gives some head pats to a friendly lizard. Oh, guys, do you think TOFE has a yeah? I'm sorry, I should not have said that. That is one of the things that I should not have said. So here's who's still alive. I regret ever saying that. This tower right here, they need to die. I don't care what happens. I don't care about Potato anymore. I just need them to die. They can't be here. They're too much of a threat. Bird Science finds a stick and pretends that it's a magical wand. Dog is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Nightcat reached Howling Cliff. Wait, wrong game. Duck couldn't tease the wormgrass properly and got caught. Toaster taints Engineer Cat's food, killing him. What? Did he put some of the acid from his toaster into his food? Colossus cooks his food before putting his fire out. Sons pass it out from exhaustion. Subtan receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Abin and Inv run into each other and decide to truce for the night. Uni and Anime Monk hold hands. Iron attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. Rudy brings his lizard to the Shoreline Cafe. 3D Cat is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Twink Pewter quietly hums, and Spearmaster attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. Inv scares 3D Cat off. Uni tries to spearfish with a spear. Rudy runs away from Toaster. Abin practices his aim. Twink uses a flashbang to distract Colossus and escapes. Spearmaster hunts for other tributes. Anime Monk thinks about home. Dog tries to spearfish with a trident. Bird Science discovers a river. Subtan tries to sleep through the entire day. Suns constructs a shack. Iron got sponsored by Mr. Beast himself. And Nightcat came from the Orange Lizard Gang without dying. So 2 dead. Duck and Engineer Cat. Once again, not much different. Person with the most skills that's still alive, I think, right now is Abin, because Kokao is dead. So let's continue. Night 17. Toaster receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Uni and Iron track down and kill Spearmaster. What did Spearmaster ever do? Colossus scares Sons with a vulture mask. Abin passes out from exhaustion. Nightcat cooks his food before putting his fire out. Twink tortures themselves by listening to 1 hour Rainwell ASMR. Once again, I don't think they would consider it torture. Maybe. Dog scares Inv with a vulture mask, but he got a heart attack and died. Rest in peace. Bird Science tries to treat their infection. Rudy and 3D Cat tell stories about themselves to each other. Subtan looks at the night sky. Anime Monks receives an explosive from their own sponsor. So 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 15, 16. So 15 people left about, I think. Ooh, the feast. The cornucopia is replenished with food, supplies, weapons, and memoirs from the tribute's families. Suns decides not to go. Sub 10 decides not to go. Bird Science and Anime Monk get into a fight over raw meat, but Anime Monk gives up and runs away. 3D Cat ate the wrong type of vanilla ice cream. Rudy's trap kills Twink. Rest in peace. Nightcat decides not to go to the feast. Colossus successfully paid the scavenger bill. Abin decides not to go to the feast. Stern the Dog blows up Toaster and Iron with a grenade. Uni decides not to go to the feast. Am I MVP? I think I might be MVP now, actually. Day 18. Guys, double win chance. What are the guys? So some mathematician in the chat, figure out what are the chances of me getting a double win from this point on. Subtant overhears Bird Science and Abin talking in the distance. Rudy almost falls in the void, but Suns catches them. Colossus found a Yika and decided to keep it as a pet. Sternadog is pricked by twins while picking berries. Uni couldn't see the drop wig, but Anime Monk saved him. Nightcat camouflages himself in the bushes. 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. Ooh, last 10. Let me just tell that to Discord that I am currently in the last 10, so they don't worry. We are currently in the last 10. Very interesting game so far, especially for Vibin, because he died first. See you guys in a bit, and I'm gonna put an upside down smiley face emoji. So 6 dead. Spearmaster, Imp, 3D Cat, Twink, Toaster, and Iron. So if we check here, we have Son alive with 2 kills. I am alive with 5 kills. Is this another Cernadog arc? Is this the female commentator arc? Will I go on another murder spree and then, I don't know, will there finally be a double winner? Will the first person to ever win Slunger become the first person to ever get a double win? Sub with 1 kill, Uni and Rudy both with 1 kill, Colossus is alive, Bird Science with 2 kills, Abin with 3 kills, Nightcat with 1 kill, and Anime Monk alive. TOFE, I don't trust you. Suns uses a flashbang to distract Colossus and escapes. Nightcat attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. Cernadog starts a fire. Sub reached Howling Cliff, wait 1 game. Uni couldn't see the drop pig but Rudy saved him. Anime Monk scares Abin with a vulture mask. Bird Science receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Day 19. Abin is picked by beehive bees while picking berries. Rudy rage quit. Sub scares Cernadog with a vulture mask. Uni dies from an infection. Guys, we might actually make it. We might actually get a double win for the first time. Nightcat constructs a shack. Imagine if in the end, it's just me and TOFE kills me. What are the chances of that happening? Anime Monk practices his aim. Sun escapes from the Orange Lizard Gang without dying. Colossus discovers a river, and Bird Science swims in a lake. 2 dead. Rudy and Uni. They both died. Oh, I forgot to change Rudy's death thing, I think. I think I still kept it as the old one. Okay. How much we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We might actually make it. 1 in 8 chance. Sun and Cernadogs run into each other and decide to truce for the night. Nightcat is awoken by nightmares. Bird Science receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Soap screams for help. Abin reached Howling Cliff from wrong game. Colossus loses sight of where he is. Anime Monk receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Anime Monk brings Subs to him to say hello. Sub almost kills him after. Abin acts gay in front of the Colossus. What even is that thing? Is that even a human? Nightcat falls into a frozen lake. Let's go! Let's go! TOFE falls into a frozen lake and drowns just like they deserve. Bird Science receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Suns went swimming with some jetfish, and Cernadog gets dragged into the water by leeches while swimming but gets saved by a random snail. Okay, just 1 dead, Nightcat, and everyone else is still alive, I think. I wish I could kill them, but you know, it's good enough. Last 7. Sun destroys Subtense supplies while he is asleep. Colossus sets up camp for the night. Anime Monk tries to treat his infection. Abin tries to treat his infection. Cernadog convinced the friendly lizard to snuggle with them. Bird Science tries to sing himself to sleep. Okay, let's proceed. Abin defeats Cernadog in a fight but spares her life. Thank you so much. Sun's questions her sanity. Colossus stays with a friendly lizard for protection. Anime Monk was grabbed by a pole plant but Bird Science managed to save it, and Subtense camouflages himself in the bushes. Cernadog receives clean water. Subtan visits the Shoreline Cafe. Anime Monk receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Sun defeats Colossus in the fight but spares his life. Bird Science tortures themselves by listening to 1 hour Rain Relay Summer. How do you have enough time for that. Abin receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Colossus fell off a pole but was saved. Subtan was grabbed by a pole plant, but I saved them. Shouldn't have. Birdside sees smoke rising in the distance, but decides not to investigate. Sons defeats Abin in a fight, but spares his life. Can't we start killing people, honestly? Anime Monk gets dragged down into the water by leeches while swimming, but gets saved by a random snail. And now I'm past my time limit. This is very good, isn't it? Okay, no deaths again. Colossus tortures themselves by listening to 1 hour Rainworld ASMR. Birdside visits the Shoreline Cafe. Sun uses a flashbang to distract Abin and escapes. Subtan and Cernodog drink coffee at the Shoreline Cafe. Anime Monk tries to break the simulation, but the simulation breaks him instead. Rest in peace. Final 6. Subtan stabs Birdside while their back is turned. Colossus successfully tamed the hungry lizard. Abin found the Yika and decided to keep it as a pet. And Sun searches for a water food. Oh, and Bird Science is dead too, which means 3 people are dead, and we are now in the final 4. Sun, Substant, Colossus, and Abin, who are all real people, which means it is now poll time. So while I set up a poll featuring Sun, Substant, Abin, and where's the other person? Colossus. Let me continue trolling people in Discord chat. Let's see what they think of me saying the game's gonna be very interesting for Vibin, if they even reply to me. Oh great, I don't have an internet connection. I'm dead, let's go. 3 minutes. Finish gaming, arrived right on time. Finally got 1,000 kills in the strongest battleground. Guys, I said it's gonna be around 9. Not exactly at 9. Crying face emoji. Be patient. So, let's continue. Subtan passes out from exhaustion. Abin tries to break the simulation, but the simulation breaks him instead, and Colossus receives clean food, water from an unknown sponsor. Sun reaches Howling Cliff. Wait, wrong game. Subtan receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Colossus stalks Sun. Abin is dead. Subtan cooks his food before putting his fire out. Colossus starts a fire, and Sun dies of dysentery. Final 2, Substant and Colossus. Which of these 2 will win? Subtan and the Colossus wake up inside a cold basement. On the table is a birthday cake. A mysterious figure that looks just like Evil Flower walks up and slices the cake into 2 pieces and points at the 2 contestants. The Colossus switches around the plates. Subtan picks up their slice and puts it into their mouth. The Colossus does the same and then collapses onto the ground. The figure compliments Subtan and says that they have passed the test. Subtan then blinks and suddenly they are back in their house outside of the basement. And then, therefore, the winner is Subtan, and in second place we have Colossus. So congratulations, here are all the places. I reached 6, should have been higher. Then we have TOFE in 8th place, should have been lower. But yeah, that's the full game. From bottom to top, you have Vibin, Rest in Peace, Hunter, Scav 4, Juice, Monk, Bestmat, Carlander, Moth, Taurus, Purple, Sylph, Anop, Sprinkles, Evil Flower, Neo, Gel, Shiny Wi-Fi, Survivor, Scripted, Not Nice Monk, Ostel, Asmo, Not Nice Survivor, Logan ISL, Ulti, Dyson, Firework, Artificer, Fanoff, Real, Anime Survivor, Kuvi, Skinwalker, Haha, Person That Eats Cheese, Pepsi, Pencil, Rolipede, Shade, Green Lizard, Moonlight, Potato, Sin, Guncat, Suka and Hat, Fry, Chris, Batbox, Mother Diana, Max, Vessel, Gorman, Cocow, Miderator, Beekeeper, Saint, Rivulet, Duck, Engineer Cat, Spearmaster, Imp, Treaty Cat, Twink, Toaster, Iron, Rudy, Uni, TOFE, Anime Monk, me, Bird Science, Abin, Sons, Colossus, and our winner, Substant from District 9. So here we have the summary, nothing really important. And yeah, here we have the final list. I got MVP, sadly did not survive. But yeah, that's it. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I have to go quickly upload it now. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and see you in the next one, which is going to be Slungar X, the final Slungar games of Season 10. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Shout out to the top 3, Colossus, Sons, and Subtan, as well as whoever Subtan's teammate is. Let's actually check who's and Shiny Wi-Fi. So yeah, those are the winners. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you in the next one. Goodbye.